Yo, yo.
Hello.
Bronco Billy riding his Bronco.
Just killing it. Not even present tense. Killed it.
Yeah. Let's jump right into that. So Jeff Browning, better known as Bronco Billy, he's had quite a year. Second at Cocodona 250. What was his place at High Lonesome? I can't remember. But anyways, his latest accomplishment, which he just finished up a couple days ago, is he set the Colorado Trail FKT, and the route that he set was west to east, going Collegiate West. So there's really 6 different ways you can go, as we explained in the last episode. You can go west to east, which you're basically starting in Durango, going to Denver, or you can go east to west, which is Durango or Denver to Durango. And then there's 2 different ways you can go around the Collegiate Peaks, which is near like the Leadville area, Mount Princeton and all that. So yeah, he went west to east, Collegiate West, and he did it in 7 days and 9 hours and 35 minutes, beating Nick Peditella, who had that route FKT. And this is supported, by the way, because there's, you have supported, self-supported, unsupported. Nick did it in 7 days, 17 hours. So, he beat him by like 8 hours. And that Bronco Billy just probably killed himself out there, just like stick to plan, press hard. He got it done, and he looked good doing it. Like I haven't listened to all of his post-race interview with Jam yet, but every video I saw of him, he looked good. Like he was eating well and running well. Quite an accomplishment. That's 500 miles and about 90,000 feet of climbing. So
550.
Oh, 5. Oh, if you go Collegiate West, 550 miles.
550. It is nuts.
Yeah, and to do that in less, like a little over 7 days, that's insane with all that climbing through all those mountains.
Yeah.
And just really incredible accomplishment. Here's him finishing. You can kind of tell when he does finish that, when he does touch the sign, that he's just about ready to collapse.
Yeah.
But he got it done. And it's the second fastest overall time on the Colorado Trail, which that was set by Kyle Curtin earlier this year. And Kyle went from east to west, and that was in 6 days.
So has it not updated? Has the FKT page not updated then?
They have to verify it first.
Yeah.
And then they'll update it.
Yeah.
Kyle Curtin went east to west with Collegiate West route, and he did it in 6 days and 15 hours. So he holds the overall FKT, and Bronco Billy's second now.
There's all kinds of people who've done west to east, Collegiate East. Like, if you look at that, there's 4 folks on the supported. You know what I mean? Like, that one seems like it's like...
Yeah. Michael McKnight.
Yeah.
And this FKT route has been going on for years. Like, if you read some of this stuff, summary of supported FKT progression for the full Colorado Trail, they got like 1988 Dale Garland. He's the race director of Hard Rock.
Yeah.
And looks like he did it with 3 other guys, Dave Laframboy and John McAward and John Wogamot. Some fun names. Buzz Burrell, he writes for Ultra Running Magazine. I think he does their podcast too, or he used to do their podcast. He did it in 1999, 11 days. But Hal Kerner,
yeah, it's
quite a list.
Yeah, it's really interesting to look at like the different, like you said, there's 4 different ways to go, right? Like there's whether you go west to east or east to west, there's 2 for each, right? So there's 4. Mm-hmm. It's interesting to kind of look and try to like figure out which way is like the harder way. I mean, there's some of them like what is it? Like they're the east to west, Collegiate East. Dude, the times on that one are absolutely insane. 8 days, 13 hours, 9 days, 10 hours, 11 days, 16 hours on that one. Like, it is brutal, dude. So, yeah. I mean, some of them are just... But then there's also ones that just sound like it was just a good old time. There is one, the West to East, Collegiate East. It is Dave Garland, Dave Laframboy, John McCard, and John Wogamot.
Yeah,
like those dudes were just out there on like a long hike, essentially. You know what I mean? 17 days.
They were the first. They were the first ones to register like
way back
the
in
FKT website, and they did that in 1988.
Yeah.
I mean, FKT website's fairly new, but they submitted their time from 1988. Yeah. And I've heard Dale Garland on podcasts talk about that, and they hiked it.
Yeah. So. Yeah. That'd be awesome, right? Like just like out there doing like a, slightly faster than like a speed hike. You know what I mean? Like that'd be kind of
fast packing.
Yeah, like a fast pack. Yeah, that'd be like. Could you imagine being out there for 17 days for like you and your 3 dudes? Like
someone's fun.
That'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah. A friend of mine hiked the Colorado Trail. Yeah, he said it was great. But yeah, so Bronco Billy, he does it. He did it for charity. Sleep deprived, mind has depleted. He hasn't processed the whole event. It was so hard. Working on submitting his files. So yeah, he has to submit all his data to the FKT website. And
he was 8 hours faster?
8 hours faster than the previous record on that route. Yeah.
Yeah.
And second overall fastest time. Both fastest times were set this year, Kyle Curtin and Jeff Browning. So
that is pretty cool.
Congrats to Bronco. He is a legend. He is a legend.
Yeah.
That guy, he's older than us. He's in his late 40s, right?
I mean, if he's in his late 40s, he may or may not be older than me.
I think he is. But he's still tearing it up.
That is awesome. Yeah, that is freaky.
All right. So there wasn't too many known races that happened over the weekend, but we'll go ahead and do some race results for a few races. And I do want to start with Oregon Cascades. I just found out about this race.
It looks like a super cool one. That one is like that. We just had this conversation last week, didn't we?
We did.
Add another one to the Barbie.
Right. Put another race on the bucket list.
Yeah. Here we go. This one's super cool.
Yeah, and this takes place in Bend, Oregon. Well, at least it starts in Bend. Um, it's a point-to-point 100 and finishes in Sisters. We did talk about this one last weekend, didn't we? Or
I think you and I talked about it after we had stopped.
Oh, we were looking at races, yeah.
Because I had gone onto the calendar and I'd start like compiling even more races.
That's right. That's right.
But this one looks cool because if it starts in Bend and ends in Sisters, it goes north to south, right? I think I had those two correct.
Is that or south to north? Is it? I don't know.
I thought Sisters. I'm pretty sure Sisters is south of Bend. I think I could obviously very clearly be wrong, but here's what I'm pretty sure I also saw is like on this one, you get to enjoy a little of the PCT. I mean, it just looks like a really cool route. It looks like a really cool.
So Sisters is northwest of Bend.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yep. Yeah. So here's the map. Well, let's see. Zoom in here. Yeah. So I'm guessing it goes out of Bend and it goes up through this national fort or whatever this is. There's about 10,000 feet of climbing and 11,200 of loss. So it's pretty close to the same amount of loss, maybe a little more loss. But all the climbing's packed into a lot of the climbing's packed into the first 100K. And the Bend side offers smooth flowing single track in the shadow of Mount Bachelor. And then you drop into some rugged terrain as you begin your descent into Sisters. And the course is 90% single track, 13 aid stations. You have 32 hours, 1 minute and 18 seconds to finish.
Yeah, there's got to be a story there, right?
Yeah.
There's got to be a story. Like, why that time? Like, I would love to know.
Like, did somebody just like finish in a minute and 18 seconds late and they wanted to
they're like, all right,
count it, so they changed it. Yeah.
Wouldn't it be kind of interesting? All right, so here's your race idea, right? Like, there will be people. This will go over like a wet fart for some people. But wouldn't it be kind of a fun / interesting way to designate a race's cutoff time by what the previous year's last finisher finished in?
So are you counting people that have unofficial finishes as well?
Yes, right?
So if they finish after cutoff?
Yeah. Now, all right, so here's the interesting thing, right? Oh my God, see, here we go. Here's where my here's how you sucker people into coming back. All right, Jamie, here we go. We have 100-miler, right? The cutoff is 30 hours, right? Which I feel like is the standard, like traditional cutoff for 100.
Yeah.
It's 30 hours, okay? 30 and under, you get your buckle, right? If you come in, if you still finish over the 30 hours, I'm going to go reverse Old Dominion. I'm going to give you a shitty gym bag, right? But I give you a shitty gym bag, and my last finisher over the time gets a shitty gym bag and a free entry into the next year's race, and their finishing time becomes the new standard for last year. So listen, I gave you free admission back into next year, and I'm making next year's cutoff time the time you just did. So all you got to do is show up and be better than you were the year before.
That's a good marketing idea to get people to come back. So do they still have to make the cutoffs at the aid stations? I mean, you can have volunteers out there, like.
I mean, we might. All right, so yes, you still need to clear like a cutoff. Like maybe I'd make the cutoffs like pretty far out, right? Like maybe make your cutoff like the 100K mark, right? Like your last one, and then all right, hey, listen, if you're in the aid station between 100K and 100 miler, you might be there for a minute, right? But I mean. But think about the funny part about that. But what that would do also, now here's where it gets, all right, if I'm willing to give, will I also move it up? And so what happens if what if there is no unofficial finishers and my dead fucking last person finished in 29 hours and change? Is the new cutoff next year 29 hours and change? Ooh.
All right. That's interesting.
We might have to figure something out there.
Yeah. That's kind of like a Laz thing, like, make some weird rule.
Just effing with people. Just out here effing with people. Messing with people's emotions.
So Oregon Cascades, a friend of mine on Strava, or from the Bay Area out here, he finished that race. But so this is interesting. First place is Colton Gale, 14 hours and 36 minutes. He just tore that course down.
Golly days.
Then
anonymous runner.
First place female is named Anonymous Runner.
That's amazing.
16 hours and 39 minutes.
Dude,
who is Anonymous? Who are you, Anonymous Runner? We need to know.
That is awesome. That is awesome.
You got to wonder if it's like an elite or sub-elite
that just wanted to, hey, listen, I just want to come out and run a cool race. I don't want any fanfare.
Yeah. I wish I knew.
That is amazing.
If anybody knows who the Anonymous Runner was, let us know. Well, I don't want to ruin the spirit of their wanting to be anonymous. But I don't know if it happens to leak. let us have it. James Holk was second male, third overall, 16 hours 42 minutes. Nicholas Kopp, 17 hours 40 minutes for third. Second female, Jacqueline Noche, 17 hours 51.
Wait, I know who our winning woman was.
You do?
Yep. Kimberly Neely. It's on the recap. There's a recap out from Ultra Running Magazine. Yeah, it's in there. I don't know why it showed up like that on there, but it's Kimberly Neely. Yep. And by the way, that breaks the previous course record by over 3 hours for women. Like, so she, like, even when I saw the 1639 on the thing you're looking at, I thought, damn, even that's kind of cooking. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, that's pretty fast.
Yeah, that is super fast. And second overall. And third place female was Madeline Nones, 18 hours 42. So congrats to everybody in the 100. They also have a 50 miler. And Elise Langerstrom took the women's win with a female course record, 8 hours and 34 minutes. Miga McCurdy was second, 8 hours, 37 minutes. And then for the men, Todd Simpson won with a course record, 6 hours, 58 minutes. Steven Snazuk was second, 7 hours, 58 minutes. So this race, I thought it was a newer race, but it's actually been going on since, I think 2019 or 2021 maybe. So this was the fourth year for the 100.
So here's my question, and like I've always kind of wondered about these kind of things. I'm kind of curious, and obviously we could go look at their map, but the 100 miler and the 50 miler are point to points. So if I'm starting to 50, if I'm just doing the 50, do they literally bus you to like the 50-mile mark and like you start from there, or like?
I wonder if it's a back half 50 or a front half 50.
Exactly. So is it back or is it front half? Do you start at the same time? It's kind of funny because like you and I have talked about this about Burning River, right? Like one of the things I've heard a lot of 100-mile people at Burning River complain about. Well, shit, we've experienced that hallucination too. At hallucination, there's so many different runs going on at hallucination.
Oh yeah.
That quite literally, while you're running the 100-miler, you're getting people blowing by you, like
running a 10K.
The naked 5K that kicks off. Like I remember coming in, 27 some odd hours, 28 some odd hours. And like, here comes naked people screaming down the trail at you. You're like, what the fuck? And you're just so pissed off by that point in the world. You're like, come on. What are we talking about?
Yeah, that's one thing about that race that I didn't really like.
Yeah.
Is, the 100-milers, you're dead tired and you just have this like huge barrage of people running the 10K. That's
all hours, like quite literally
blowing by you.
Yeah. They have night runs.
Yeah.
They have night runs. So even when you're like, okay, it's dark, I can enjoy some solitude. No, you can't. On your left, shut the fuck up. You're just miserable, man.
Yeah, that's a running festival in the truest sense.
Mm-hmm.
So the description here says that the 50-mile point-to-point with incredible views and great single-track trails makes the miles tick by. There's a 4,000 feet of climbing and 6,500 feet of loss. And a 16-hour cutoff. And I'm wondering if it's like maybe something in the middle, right? Because didn't they say the most of the climbing's in the front half and the descent's in the back half? But there's still 4,000 feet of climbing.
This is the other part that's kind of funny. Is the first 100K of the course. Don't let the elevation gain fool you. It's packed into the first 100K.
For the 100-miler, right?
Yeah, but what's funny is packed into the first 100K. Bro, what are you talking about? That's 60% of the race. You can't pack something into the majority of the race. Sounds like you pretty much spread it across the entire race except for the back 40 miles. I think
it's a huge downhill into the finish.
Down in the bend.
Down in the Sisters. Yeah.
Or down in the Sisters. I keep wanting to try. Yeah.
Okay, so I'm looking at the 50-mile course. I wish I could blow this map up, but
oh, wait, right here. I just found it. Good God, dude. We must have read this paragraph like 6 times together and missed it. The 50-mile is new for this year. The 50-miler was new.
It was,
The 50-mile will start at Swampy Lakes Snow Park. Runners will be shuttled from the finish area at Sisters Middle School to the start. So you're shuttling out. So it's a back half 50. Now, my big hope is the RD for the race is man, that is a long day for that RD. Because when do you kick that 50-miler off?
Well, 16 hours before the 100-mile.
Oh, that's right. You have 16 hours to finish it. So, so does that almost start
at night? What time?
Like late evening, right? Like, I am really intrigued by this now. Dude, look at that drop off. On the screen.
Yeah, like I said, that's a long descent in the Sisters.
Dude, your quads are like, F this.
I mean, it's from mile 20. It's 30 miles of descent. Like, there's a little bit of uphill, but 30 miles of downhill. But you know what? It looks like maybe 7,000 feet down to 3,000. So like
4,000
4,000
feet
feet over the course of 30 miles. It's probably pretty gradual.
Yeah. I wonder if it's like switchbacks, maybe? You think they're switchbacks? I don't know. Well, you know the West better than I know the West.
It's a lot of downhill, though. And
yeah.
That would be kind of fun. I'm curious to see what time it starts, though.
It's for sure an interesting race.
Let's see.
Maybe we will be adding it.
Oh, 6 a.m. for the 100 and 10 a.m. for the 50.
So dude, the cool thing about that,
they have to finish before the 100-mile finish.
Yeah. So I actually kind of sort of like that because that means the RD, you know what I mean? That means the RD is like, hey, I'm going to be here all effing day the next day. You know what I mean? Like, which I respect. I like that a ton. And it keeps the 50 milers out of the way of the 100 milers, it sounds like, generally speaking.
4 hour.
4 hours head start. 4 hours head start, but you're
for a 50 miler.
You're 50 miles in front of them.
I bet the first place dude that finished in 14 something. I bet he caught some.
He 100% caught people, right? Like because they had 16 hours to finish. He 100% caught folks.
Well, they have 4 hours because he had a 4 hour head start. So he definitely caught a lot of the 50 milers.
Dude, that would be, you are getting a big ass slice of humble pie served up on you. When you catch a on your left and a fucking two-legged gazelle goes screaming by you. You know what I mean? You're like, oh, damn. Yeah, like, looking great, bro. I'm in first place for the 100. Like, damn. Like, that is amazing, actually. That's even funnier to think about. Now, I don't even want to run the 50 because I don't want to be the person to get my doors blown off.
Right. So the 100 miler has a 4 hour head start, but the 50 miler has a 50-mile head start.
Yeah. Yeah. And that dude gobbled up all 50 miles of your head start and then still passed your ass. Oh, that would be nuts.
So the 50-mile shuttle leaves at 8:30 a.m. from Sisters, and it's an hour shuttle ride. So it starts at 10 a.m., right? Saturday morning. You have 16 hours to finish. But really, I mean, it sounds like a relatively easy 50 miler. That sounds like a pretty easy 50 miler. There's a ton of descent on it. Mm-hmm. That sounds like a pretty easy 50 miler. Yeah.
So you should be able to knock that 50 out in like 12-ish hours. So it is a ton of cutoff they give you on that.
The climbing's all in the front half though. So it's going to be a slow. I think it's going to be a slow start. Well, looks like you have some descent at the beginning. That's just one big climb, I'm guessing.
Yeah, you have. So reading
there's little rollers.
Yeah, there's 4,000 feet of elevation. There for the 50 miler. There's only 4,000 feet of gain.
Right.
For the 50 miles.
In 50 miles, which
in 50 miles. So you got. I mean, like, look at Muck. Muck fucking almost triples that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And then
and
then you have 6,500 feet of descent, which we're looking at right there. So you should be able to blast that 50 miler. Of course, my dumbass said the same thing about fucking Black Canyon, and I fucking anywho.
That's a whole nother story. I thought the same thing, man, but
I think
those damn rocks.
Those damn rocks. But anyways, like this might be kind of a fun. I don't know. I guess this will have to. This will definitely go into the dream hopper.
Yeah, no, this would be a fun race to maybe like a destination race to everybody go do and have a good time.
Oh yeah. Out in Bend and Sisters and hit up Eugene and Portland and man, yeah.
Now you're talking. All right, so let's move on. Twisted Branch. This is a race that's been going on since 2015. It's a pretty well-known race in the Finger Lakes region of New York, which is a cool area. Went camping there as a kid. So Twisted Branch is 100K, and I'm not really sure what the stats are on that as far as like climbing and all that, but let's see what the results are. First place was Parker Weeks, 9 hours and 57 minutes, and Ben Quitromoni, 10 hours 54 minutes, second place. And first place female was Jessie George, 12 hours 24. And second place female was Zoe Fortier, 13 hours 47 minutes. All right. So
it's a pretty cool race. So like you and I were discussing before we started recording, a couple years ago, Chaz went up there and ran that race, and me and a few people went up there to the crew and pacing. And for the life of me, I can't remember if Pete. Wait, Pete was for sure there, because Pete Griggs yelled some crazy shit out a window at a restaurant that we drove by. That's right. There's a restaurant. Oh my God, I remember it now. Hold on, we gotta try to see if this restaurant. There's a restaurant that Pete Griggs yelled some crazy shit out of because they would not seat us. There's a restaurant there called Roots Cafe. And Pete Griggs got so effing mad that they would not seat us and give us dinner. And so when we drove back by, he yelled some crazy shit out the window. And it has, honest to God, become a battle cry for like Pete. But so Roots Cafe, they can go touch grass. But if you want some of the absolute best pie you'll ever have in your life, if you ever go up there and you run this race, right, there is a little hole in the wall. There's a little hole in the wall restaurant right at the edge of town that's up there that has some of the best pie. I think it's Bob and Ruth's, I think is what it is. But anyways, about the race.
Well, wait. Why didn't they seat you at the restaurant?
They tried to tell us that they were too busy, but like they.
But they're like these dirty hippie trail runner people.
I really think it was because listen, this was my first experience up into the Finger Lakes. This time up here was our first time up into the Finger Lakes. My humble opinions of the Finger Lakes, it is two group of people who live up in the Finger Lakes, and they are two very juxtaposed groups of people. There are your extremes up there of folks, and some of the folks are extremely nice and extremely welcoming, and the other half is as far to the other direction of that as you can possibly imagine. It was weird. Like I've never been in a store or a restaurant or anywhere else where like one person's like, "Hey, how you doing? Like, where you from? Good to meet you." Da da da. And then the very next person you go to say hi to, and they look at you like they want to rip your head off. Like, how dare you be in my town? Like, it was wild. That place is interesting, but wild place.
I don't know. There you are. So I found it. Twisted Branch has a total of 11,000 feet of climb over 65 miles of difficult trails, 6 major climbs, 3 of which are over 1,000 feet. Physiologically demanding. So 4 a.m. start.
It is. Yeah, it is. It is a. I remember Chaz talking about it. Chaz, it is a tough run, man. It's technical. It's East Coast, right? So It is rocky. It's rooty. The year he ran it, I want to say it got pretty humid. Like I remember him coming in just like absolutely soaked. Yeah. And the other thing that's really kind of funny, it's 100K, right? And what's really kind of funny is the last aid station you're at, there is quite literally a mountain behind the aid station.
Yeah.
And you can see fucking headlamps just going up that thing and bebopping across the spine of it. And you're like,
that's awesome.
Oh shit. Like you're like
oh. which way am I going?
Yeah, you're like
that way.
A mystery. And it's like, that's a big one.
You're going up there.
It is a really, really, really cool. It's a really cool race. Super old school in my opinion. But if you happen to go to this race, you must go to Bob and Ruth's little cafe and get the pie from there. Pete Griggs and I could have eaten our body weight in pie from that place. Like it was phenomenal.
Very nice. Very nice. All right, let's move on. We still got a lot to get to with our UTMB preview.
Oh yeah.
But before we could do that, I just wanted to mention this race, the Matterhorn Ultraks in Zermatt.
Yeah.
I've been to Zermatt, and that area of Switzerland, the mountains it seems like they're very, very steep, very rugged. This race is not an ultra, but it's a sky running World Series race. And it's 27K, which is around 17 miles. And it has 3,175 meters of gain, which for those of us in a majority of our audience in America, that's 10,400 feet of climbing in 17 miles. I mean,
yeah, boy.
I've done 50K with 10,400 feet, and like that's some serious climbing. I can't imagine doing, a little more than half of that and having 10,000, like,
dude.
And even coming down from that would be a complete nightmare. But I just wanted to mention that.
Scroll up a little bit more. Let folks who are on the YouTube channel see that. No, I meant down, up, down, whatever. The other way. Yeah. There you go. Oh, that was the whole picture. The picture that's up right now for the folks that's watching on YouTube, like that picture is, it's just otherworldly, man. Like is absolutely crazy.
That area is just awesome. Like we were there on vacation, and we got to Zermatt, and we were only staying one night. And we got there, and it was total cloud cover, or like clouds, fog. You couldn't see the Matterhorn, and we're like, God, we're so bummed. Next morning, we were going to leave, and you couldn't see the Matterhorn. And then just for like a split second, the clouds like cleared, and we could see the Matterhorn for like a split second, and then it closed back up. Like, yes, got to see it. But very cool area. Let's see. So local runner, Martin Athermatten, won in 3 hours and 44 minutes. So that tells you how hard it is, right? Like 3 hours and 44 minutes for a 17-mile race. That's like 50K winning time for like a normal 50K, but
yeah.
And he finished a minute faster, he was a minute faster than Gianluca Gano from Italy. 3 hours 48, 3 hours 49. Or no, I'm sorry, Luca Del Pero from Italy and Gianluca Gano from Italy were just a minute apart, 3:48, 3:49 for second, third. And for the women, this girl from Russia, Anastasia Rubutsova, she was 30 minutes faster than the other women, 4 hours and 20-minute finish. And second and third were Olivia Magnon from France and Laid Uristozu from Spain, 4 hours 54 and 4 hours 59. So pretty interesting. I just wanted to mention that. And another race that we're going to do results for. I just want to do race results for this just because the name is so cool. The Habanero Hundred in Texas.
I was just looking at this. Have you gone and looked at where this race is?
I have not.
Dude, this race.
So this is in Cat Springs, Texas.
Yeah. I mean, I wouldn't say it's in the middle of nowhere, Texas, but it's an hour outside of Houston. It's an hour west of Houston, right? Which, if it's an hour west of Houston, it's probably a little over an hour east of Austin. It's a little hour east of San Antonio. It's just.
So it's between Austin and Houston. And
yeah, if you drew a triangle from San Antonio to Austin to Houston and back over, this is kind of sort of in the middle of that triangle.
Dude,
but
this is in the middle of nowhere.
It's and like even though it's in the middle of those three cities, Texas, everyone knows, is so effing big that it's. I mean, it is pancake flat.
It is in the literal middle of nowhere.
Yeah.
And temperatures were were over 90 throughout the day. First place male was German Garcia, and 21 hours 29 minutes, and Kelly Swanson. Actually, Kelly Swanson was the women's winner, but she was the overall winner as well.
Yeah.
21 hours and 16 minutes. So congrats to Kelly taking first overall.
Which it's cool. Got to be hot. It goes back. It's a lot like that race that we talked about up in Illinois a couple weeks ago, right? Where it's so effing hot that even though it's pancake flat, your winning time is 21 hours and 16 minutes.
Yeah, no doubt. Another race that is interesting is Midwest States 100.
Yeah, this looks cool too.
I have a connection. I'm good. So Midwest States, which is in the, can you even pronounce that? Chiquan Nicollet National Forest, which, it's in Wisconsin. So now we have Western states, Eastern states, Midwest states, and I think, isn't there a Southern states that they did, or did we cover that?
The closest thing I can come up with, Southern state wise, is HOTS. It's the closest I can come up with.
No, Southern States 100. It's in March next year.
Where's that at?
It's in it's on the Pinhoti Trail.
Oh,
it's in Georgia. Cave Springs, Georgia, at the Pinhoti Trailhead. 48-hour cutoff.
Damn. What's that?
Yeah, we'll have to look. We'll look more at that. But for right now, Midwest States 100. This is. I wonder how many years that this has
Midwest
gone
States.
on. 3 years.
I've never heard of it. So yeah, I've never heard of this one.
This is the third year. Looks like there was some pretty fast times. First overall, Kyle Calbus, 14 hours and 7 minutes. Oh, wait, that was his pace. Never mind. It was not extremely fast. 23 hours and 36 minutes. And then Matt McDonough, second, 24 hours and 46 minutes. And let's see. Looking for first place female, it was Kelly Gibson in 26 hours and 53 minutes. Second place female was Jen Kraus, 31 hours and 6 minutes. So I wonder if that's, maybe weather played a factor there too.
Because it doesn't. I don't know. I don't know about this area of Wisconsin. But if you go to the,
the trail looks nice.
Yeah, go to the race course tab, and you can scroll down, and it shows. First off, it's not a 100-miler. It's a It's a probably closer to 105.
Oh,
But
okay.
also scroll down just a little bit
That's a
more.
cool logo.
That's a dope logo. But scroll down just a smidge more, you can see that. There you go. There's your elevation change right there. So it's got. I mean,
It's a lot of little rollers.
Yeah, it's just that constant.
That's only 200. So you have it's just constant rollers.
Yeah, constant. Because it looks like you're up
6,700 feet of climb.
That's because I say 5,100, 5,200, but still 6,000 feet of climb, right?
Yeah, it's nothing for 100.
It's just constant. It's just this number, and like.
Yeah. No, it's interesting. Yep. So that's the Eastern States. I wonder if they'll start like a series, like if you do Western States, Eastern States, Midwest states, Southern states, all in the same year.
But then you gotta get the New England states.
That's Eastern states.
I don't know, man. Like you're leaving out places like Vermont, New Hampshire, Maine.
It's still east.
That's it.
Northeast.
You get some gnarly trails in up there.
Yeah, I'm sure Eastern States is pretty gnarly, but the hardest transition would be Eastern States to Midwest states, just because they're only like 2 weeks apart.
Yeah, 2 to 3 weeks. Yeah.
But Southern states is in March, so you'd have plenty of time between that and Western states, and you would have to get into Western states. So
I think, it could be a new Grand Slam that they could put on, though.
That would be a cool one. There's
that would be actually cool.
Video here of the mid from 2020.
That's squatch country up in there too.
Yeah.
Oh, you got road. Oh man, you can cook.
It looks like it's overcast when they did this one.
Yeah. Oh, look, it looks like there's a little bit of rain on the lens.
That trail looks pretty nice.
It does look nice.
Oh, it's real nice. Some more road.
Oh, that's that nice big like fire break road too. You know what I mean, like that.
Yeah, and it was smooth. Yeah.
Yeah.
This reminds me a lot of like Mohican style terrain.
Just a little less roots and a little less rocks, but yeah.
Right. Yeah. No, that's some classic Midwest trails for sure.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's jump into UTMB. Man, I just can't believe how loaded UTMB is. It's crazy. Okay, so first let's talk about CCC, which is the 100K, which starts in about, I think, 4 hours from now. And CCC starts in the morning over there. UTMB starts at like 6 in the evening, but CCC starts in the morning. So Friday morning our time, UTMB will be underway. So good luck getting any work done Friday. No, I'm just kidding. If anybody that I work with is out there, maybe not. Yes, I'm kidding. No. So anyway, let's see. Oh, Adam Peterman is running, and Peter Engdahl. He won the Eiger Trail this year. Manuel Marias won OCC 2 years ago. Also, Hayden Hawks is running. So that's interesting. And Daniel Jones, the Kiwi. These guys are all having great years. And, Adam Peterman's coming back from his injury, so it should be pretty cool. In the women's race, Tony McCann, she won OCC last year, and Heather Jackson, who did really well at Black Canyon this year. Or is that right? Heather Jackson? Yeah. I think she did really well at Black Canyon, if I'm not mistaken. She's a former pro Ironman triathlete and elite gravel biker. So other notable competitors: Rosanna Boucher, Germany; Candice Furton from France. So should be interesting. OCC. So if you can't sleep at night, go ahead and flip on the OCC live stream. Should be pretty cool. Looking forward to seeing what Hayden Hawks can do after a pretty great Western States.
Yeah.
Run. There's a lot of Western States UTMB. I didn't mean to close that. There's a lot of great Western States and UTMB doubles this year. Okay, let's start with the women's preview for UTMB. So this I Run Far is saying that it's 109 miles, and I think that's increased over the years. I think when my friend Sean did it, it was like around 103. Now it's like 109, and this is a 46.5-hour cutoff. There's well over 30,000 feet of climbing. So it's not a cupcake. It's a very tough 100-miler.
Yeah.
Around Mount Blanc. And like I said, it starts at 6 p.m. over there for Friday, which is Friday morning for me, and probably Friday afternoon for you, like around lunchtime. It will be live streamed. And I Run Far is saying a lot of the top women already finished major 100-mile events this year. Top 4 women from Western states are all in it. Katie Scheid, Fuzhou Zhang, and Esther Seelig, and Emily Hawgood. So, and there's a bunch of other superstar women running. So Katie Scheid is probably the favorite to win. She dominated Western states, right? She made it easy. And she also has won UTMB before. So she is definitely the favorite. And Blandine Hirondelle of France could be considered the host country's favorite this year. She finished 3rd at UTMB last year. And Ruth Croft from New Zealand, she's running. And I guess last year she had to withdraw because of illness. But this year she's just been crushing things. At the end of last year, she won the Ultra Trail Cape Town 100K. And this year she's won Tarawera 100K and also Transvolcania. So she's definitely having a great year. And she won Western States in 2022 as well. So Marianne Hogan's running from Canada. She finished 2nd at UTMB in 2022. She won the Swiss Canyon Trail 100K this year and 6th at Transvolcania. And then from China, Fuzhou Zhang. She is also a great runner, and she did really well at Western States this year. And she got 2nd at Western States. She's also has wins at Mount Yun 50K, North Face 100 Trail Challenge, and Moganshan 30K this year. She's run UTMB several times. She placed 4th as her best finish at UTMB. Esther Seelig, she's also doubling up Western States UTMB, like we already mentioned. She's from Hungary, but lives in Hong Kong. she came in third at Western States. And Mati Mora, she was finished third at UTMB in 2019, fifth place finish in 2023. Emily Hawgood, who's a really strong runner. She was second at CCC last year, which is like their 50K, I think, at UTMB. And she's from Zimbabwe, but living in the U.S. She was fourth at Western States. And from the U.S., Sabrina Stanley, who former winner of Hard Rock. She won Hard Rock twice. Last year, she couldn't start UTMB because she got COVID. I remember that, actually. I was like, man, what shitty luck. You know, you trained for this race.
No, she took ninth last year. She took ninth last year. 2022, she couldn't run.
2022, she got COVID. I'm sorry. Yes, yeah. Good call. But, yeah, regardless, could you imagine, like, train your ass off for this?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. I mean, she could be like, she's won Hard Rock twice.
Yeah. I mean, if she has a good day, she could be up there.
Yeah.
So it'll be interesting. Ragna is running, and Claire Banworth, who's she's been in like every race this year. She does all the races.
She's when you were up in it earlier, I was kind of scrolling down here looking at some of the names. I'm like, dang, there she is again. Like, she's just everywhere.
Yeah, she must have just like endless amounts of energy running all these races. Abby Hall is lining up for her first UTMB. She has three finishes of CCC, third and second, 2022 and 2021. Lucy Bartholomew, she's running this year. She has expanded her focus from only running in recent years, but she could still have a strong day. Yeah, so that's pretty much the strongest and well-known runners. Helen Mino Faulkner, it's going to be her first run at UTMB. Yeah, it's just loaded, man. It's just
what's really crazy is even when you scroll down to the section they have on here called "Still More Fast Women," even scrolling through there, you're like, good God! Like, look at some of the like. It is insane. Like, it is absolutely insane. Some of the folks
from the U.S. Lindsay Dwyer.
Yeah.
First at Miwok, fourth at Canyons 100, first at Rocky Raccoon 100, fifth at 2023 Canyons. Stephanie Howe.
And I feel like another one that was back up a little bit was Claire Heaslop. Heaslop. I don't know how to pronounce her last name.
Yeah.
But I noticed her, and I was like, man, like that name, like I feel like we've talked about her in the past.
Yeah.
I mean, it's she's right there.
Oh, Canada, yeah. She was 11th at 2023 UTMB.
Yeah.
Anybody could have a strong day. These are all like elite women ultra runners. Yeah. So,
I mean, here, it's kind of, it sucks, but it's also kind of fun that Courtney's not running it.
Yeah.
Because now it's, you know what I mean? Like, it'd be wild to go see what she doesn't get in it, but
yeah, same.
At least now, you know what I mean? Like,
same as Western States this year. It was, kind of fun because Courtney's like pretty much a lock.
Yeah.
A 5-star lock if you're betting. But yeah, no, it should be fun. Like Katie Scheid, barring any hiccups, is a heavy favorite, So
do you think she's the heavy favorite?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I mean, she's won UTMB and she had a really strong Western States. So
do you think do you think a runner of that caliber is 100%, like 100% mentally, physically, on a cellular level, like is a runner of that caliber 100% recovered from Western States going into UTMB, you think?
Well, that's a good question because Walmsley has failed at this double in the past a few times, where he dominated Western States and he didn't get it done at UTMB. He didn't even win UTMB until he lived over there for 2 years.
Yeah.
And so you're right. That double there is something about that double. I mean, there is a decent chunk of time between June, end of June and now it's like 2 months, right? But yeah, it's a good point. I mean, it's not guaranteed. So we'll see how she responds.
Let me ask you this, because you've done plenty, right? Are you recovered 100? Like, would you if you ran Western States, right? And 2 months later, it's like, all right, laced them up again. What percent do you think you're recovered?
Like for me, I'm a 100-mile race a year person. It takes me a good month before my runs start to feel normal again. You know, yeah. Like, so then once you do start feeling normal again, then you got to do a training build up. So I don't know. Like some people can just jump from 100 to 100. What's his name? Andrew Glaze. He's running UTMB, dude. Like, he just finished freaking Leadville.
Yeah. I mean, on a local level that you and I know, Sheldon Campbell. I mean, there's a year, what was it? A handful of years ago, he ran 500s in 1 year. You know what I mean? So like, if I was able to, right? If the wife's like, F it, go for it. I don't care. I'm confident I could squeeze out 200s in a year, right? Now,
like how close together?
Exactly. Appropriately spacing them out, right? Like I'm probably going to do like, if given the opportunity, I would do like one in like May, you know what I mean? Early June. And then like the other one in like October, you know what I mean? Like we are trying to get some space in between them.
Yeah.
And what's funny though is like sitting here and saying that out loud, you almost second guess, is that really the right way to go? Or do you kind of do what we're talking about right now? And like, you're like, all right, as soon as my muscles and like is like pretty much recovered, I'm going to do another one. So I don't have to retrain really. I just have to like molecularly get through it.
You can use your training that you've already done to your advantage. So my friend Sean out here, he got into Western States and Hard Rock in the same year, 2018. And that doubles even harder, right? Because it's only 2 to 3 weeks in between. So, yeah, I think there's something to it, like mentally, if you have that double, you're gonna be ready to go. But for me, it's a bit much. Like I usually, I don't know. I kill myself training for one race, one 100-mile race, and I put everything I have towards it. And like once it's done, I just want to like chill. I don't I don't have any desire to be like gear up for another 100.
Get ready for another,
I want to relax and enjoy not training for a little while. But that's just me.
So who are you taking? Who's your podium for women?
Well, I don't know much about Blandine Hirondell, but she is the host country favorite this year. She finished third last year. She's the highest place finisher from 2023 who's returning. But I still think that Katie Scheid is in her element right now. And
All right.
I'm going Katie Scheid.
Okay.
I should probably write this down so I don't forget.
Oh, don't you worry. I'm writing it down.
Katie Scheid.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna go with Fu Zhao Shangs for second.
Okay. This is her 5th UTMB.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think she's upped her game. And I'm gonna go with Ruth Croft for third.
Okay. All right.
What about you?
We won't bother to do a honorary. So I'm going to be that guy, and I'm going to take the host country favorite. I am going to roll a Blandine.
Okay.
So
I like it.
I'm going to go Blandine to win it. And then I'm going to go with the Spaniard, and I'm going to go with Mayora.
Okay.
To take second.
All right.
I think the Europeans are going to get their little like run back at it.
Yeah.
And then for third place for me, I think I'm gonna go with Banworth.
Dang. Well, before you make that pick, I want to propose. Propose that we do a wild card from the still more fast women.
Ooh,
but Claire's not in that one, so
no. Banworth is Banworth is up at the top. Yeah, Banworth was other top women, is where Claire was.
Oh yes, okay, she is. Okay, nice pick, dude.
Those are my guesses. It is kind of funny that you mentioned because Dwyer down toward the bottom was like, oh man, right. I can't find her now. I was like,
she's down there.
Yeah.
So you want to do a wild card pick?
Strictly does it have to be from the still more fast women section?
Yeah.
Okay. Who's your wild card from that section?
I think 19th now. I'm gonna go with Alyssa Clark, dude.
Oh yeah.
She's from the U.S.
Yeah.
And she got first at this 25K over there. She got first at 2023 Canyons 100 and first at 2021 Uray. So 100. So she's a mountain runner.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd have to look at her past history, but I mean, it's a wild card, right? So if they get on the podium.
Yeah, if they get on the podium, you killed it. Now, I'm going to be extremely cheap, and I am going Lindsay. I am taking Dwyer from that group. She's going to be my wild card. You know who else I saw on here? So, Lindsay, she won Rocky this year, right? No. It wasn't her. Never mind. I was thinking. Oh yeah. Okay. I had.
Yes, she did. She won Rocky Raccoon.
Yeah. I also had her.
That's a flat 100 though.
That's a super flat 100. Yeah. Weirdly enough, her win at Miwok is what really kind of you know what I mean? Like that is
it's a fast race.
Yeah.
She can climb.
Highly competitive.
Oh, it is. Yeah, for sure. Cool, man. All right. Let's
get on to the dudes.
Let's So this is going to be interesting because, like I mentioned, Walmsley has had problems with the Western States UTMB double in the past.
Mm-hmm.
So can he do it? Now, he hasn't been living and training in France this year. He moved back. So is he going to be able to do it? So let's just go down and start. So Walmsley is the favorite, obviously.
Yeah.
He won Western States this year. He's wins like pretty much every race he gets in, like Courtney DeWalter.
Yeah.
Matthew Blanchard, he's back. He's a strong runner.
And it could be year that the French reclaim their men's and women's championships.
Well, he's French, but he lives in Canada.
Yeah.
But yeah, to your point, yes. And he got second at 2022. Then he got fourth in 2023. So I know he was coming back from an injury though. So he might be right there neck and neck with Jim. Jermaine Granger got third at UTMB in 2023. He put pressure on Jim and Zach Miller the whole way. And he won the Mont Blanc Marathon 90K in 2023. So he's a strong runner in that area. Tom Evans won Western States in 2023. He was forced to withdraw from last year's UTMB with stomach issues at the halfway mark. He got third at Transvolcania, second at Lavaredo this year. Germany's Hans Namberger has 2 top 10 finishes at UTMB, 6th at 2021, 8th at 2023. A DNF sandwiched in the middle of those, according to Iron Far. He has a 2023 win at Eiger Ultra Trail 100K, which is super competitive. And third win at Lavaredo ahead of Tom Evans. Aurelian is running this year. Aurelian Denon Palaz. I probably mispronounced his name, but he's from France, and he's been crushing 100-milers the last couple of years. He should be in the tussle for the podium. That's what Iron Far has written. I want to give credit to them. I'm not stealing their stuff, but he didn't finish 2022 UTMB, placed second in 2021, but he did win Hard Rock that year, 2021, and he won Diagonal des Fous in 2023. I'm sorry, he won Hard Rock in 2023, so last year's Hard Rock, and Diagonal des Fous in the same year, which Diagonal des Fous is a crazy hard race.
Yeah.
It's out on that island, like west of Africa. Anyway, so he is going to be in contention for sure. And then you got Ludo, who won Hard Rock this year, set a course record at Hard Rock. So he's well suited for mountain running. Other top men, Dmitry Mitiev and Thibaut Gervier, Drew Holman from the U.S. He's only done 200 milers to date, but he got third and fifth at the 21 and 2022 Western States. 2023, he won Lake Sonoma 50. He took fifth at CCC, so he could be up there, Drew Holman. Thibaut Baronian makes his 100-mile debut at 2024, but he's from France. He has years of experience competing at a high level of shorter distances. He was third at 2021 CCC, which was his first 100K. CCC is the 100K. OCC is the 50K.
50.
Yeah. Prior to that, he placed second at 2017 OCC. He could be in the running. Another Frenchman, Arthur Joy Bouillon, ninth at 2023 UTMB. Jishang Shen from China. He is he's really coming on lately. Miguel Harris, and he's took second in the 2024 Trans Gran Canaria. Jonas Russi of Switzerland, he got 8th at 2022 UTMB. Another Frenchman. So it's loaded, dude. There's just Daniel Zhang. He won the 2021 Diagonal de Fou, 4th at Hard Rock in 2022. This is his first UTMB. I don't know if there's any more. Jiju Xiao. I don't know if there's any more U.S. men.
Really high.
Cody Land.
I feel like the women's is just a little bit more. You know what I mean? There's definitely some fast dudes.
Yeah. Tim Tolson. Canyon Woodward.
Yeah, there's a couple of Americans down in that where you are now. There's a few more Americans. Like you just said, Canyon's in there. Tim Tollefson's down there.
Tim Tollefson does UTMB like every year. He's been on the podium at UTMB before, but that was a while ago.
I actually have for our wild card out of this section, I have my guy picked out.
I think I know who it is. I think I have mine picked out too. Canyon Woodward as well. He was first at Canyons this year.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's make our picks. We're over.
Yeah, we're running. Yeah, I did some rambling tonight. All right.
That's all good, man.
who you got for your podium out there this weekend?
So I think I'm gonna mix it up here.
Okay.
I'm thinking that. Man. I think I'm gonna go with Aurelian for first place.
You're gonna go Palaz?
Yep.
Okay.
And I think I'm going to go Walmsley at second. And I think I'm going to go with Ludo in third.
Pomaret.
Why don't you go ahead and then we'll do our wild cards.
So it's funny because I was planning on taking I was thinking about taking Palaz also. So I'm gonna follow you there. I'm gonna take Palaz.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna take Shin for second.
Ooh, nice.
And now here's what I was thinking. I was thinking about taking Walmsley for third. But I talked myself out of it because I also feel like when Walmsley's not winning, he just is like, fuck this. And will often be like, fuck it, and not care. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true. He could drop if he's not in the running.
He likes to, if he's not burning it down, he's like, fuck it. I'm good. I ain't got shit to prove. And he ain't wrong. Like, he ain't got shit to prove, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So all that being said, I think I'm going to take a little bit of a flyer. I think I'm going to go a little off the beaten path here. And then I think I'm going to go with Miguel Haras.
Wow. Okay. Nice. He's older, 49.
Yeah. And so I want to steal the idea that you and I learned about Hard Rock, about how it's a little bit of an older dude's game on these big mountain runs. Yeah. And I'm just kind of wondering, like, hey, does his age come in, and do something for him? So anyways, that's And I only need my dude to get third. I ain't need him to win it. I just need him to be able to,
right.
use that geriatric. I have a sneaking suspicion that you and I are going to pick the same wild card, though.
Go ahead.
You know me. I love me some East Coast runners, and if you can win me an East Coast race, I'm going to take you.
Yeah. Grindstone.
There it is, baby. Give me that, Mike.
Mike McGonigal.
Mike McMonagle.
He's a hell of a runner. And he got third at Swiss Alps.
Yeah.
Swiss Alps 50K.
So that dude can do some Ellie. You know what I mean? Is that who you say roll with too?
That was my strong favorite.
We can have the same wild card. It's all right.
But I was also looking at Canyon Woodward, but he doesn't typically do well at UTMB.
Yeah, I mean, he took 28th. What a fucking bum. Only 28th. Get your bullshit out of here, fucking Canyon.
Yeah. So this guy, Andy Simmons, got 11th in 2022.
I mean, Tim took third in 2017 and 2016.
Yeah, he used to be everybody thought he was going to be the first American male to win at UTMB for a while. I don't know who this Manuel Anguita is, but he's had some strong stuff lately.
Mm-hmm.
Kodiak.
He's a Spaniard. You know what I mean? Like he's not local, but at least he's, you know what I mean?
And this guy got 7th at 2021 UTMB. So, who's this from Lithuania? Dang. All right. I got to shit or get off the pot. Let's go with I'll take the host country, Gregor Cormier.
Okay.
He was 7th at 2021 UTMB, 2nd at the Ultra Trail Snowdonia 100 in 2023.
Dude, I'll tell you who. Looking at him now, the fucking Lithuanian might not be a bad sleeper, dude.
I know. I was thinking strong about that.
Gnarly ass races that dude has first and second.
That's right, dude. The Amazonian jungle, Thailand.
That sounds horrible.
Dude, I don't even know what the doi inthanon is, but
no.
It sounds hard.
Like all I needed to see was jungle and Thailand, and know that race is a motherfucker, right?
Yeah.
Like I can't even wrap my head around what that dude ran through.
Yeah. Really quickly, just to move on from our preview. So Mike Wardian is in New York. He just crossed over into New York like a day ago, and Tara Dower, she's in is it Connecticut right before New York on the Appalachian Trail, or Massachusetts? Well, she's let's listen to what she has to say. All right, real quick. Here we go. Can you hear that? I got to share it. That's why.
Yes, it's rugged, humid, beautiful, green.
Oh, she's in New York.
A little low on water.
Oh, I know.
And my crew has me doing a good chunk of miles today. Mindset is not in the right place. So I thought of a fun way to kind of maximize my miles today and kind of motivate me to get through the day. So I'm running, as many of you know, I'm running for Girls on the Run, and would love if you guys just donated, but I thought a fun way to motivate me today, even though it's beautiful, you know, it's not always perfect day to day. Motivation's not at 100% for 40 odd days that I'll be out here. So thought of a way to kind of give me a little motivation. However many miles I complete today, 100% for 40 odd days that I'll be out here. So thought of a way to kind of give me a little motivation. However many miles I complete today, that's however much money that whoever wants to participate donates to Girls on the Run.
Okay, so she's in New York. Mike Wardian crossed into Pennsylvania. Okay. I think she's going to pass Mike soon. I do.
I think you might be right.
She's gained a ton on him.
She is trucking.
And he's not, in all fairness, he's not going for the FKT, but
right. But still, I mean,
she's doing well.
I mean, he's not going for an FKT. This is true, but he is still Mike Wardian, right? Like, I mean, like that's the wild part. It's not like it's you or I out there shuffling down. You know what I mean? It's not us she's running down. It is amazing that she is pulling that dude in the way she is.
Oh, she's crushing it. She's crushing it. Yeah, super impressive. I know that she has a really small crew, so they're not able to really like do a lot of social media posting and stuff. But she's been posting to her page and they've been doing good with what they have. So
interesting breaking development one day ago, Mike Wardian, day 27. He is in Roxavania. So he is in
Pennsylvania.
So Mike Wardian is in PA. So she needs to close out a state. You know what I mean? So I do feel like she's
the New York section's not that. I don't think it's that big.
I do feel like she's gaining on him, but she's still got some work to do. But it is funny to watch her run him down.
Yeah. Oh wait, New Jersey. So she's got to go to New York, New Jersey. I don't think the New Jersey section is very big.
No, it can't be. I didn't know there was a New Jersey section, to be honest with you.
Yeah. That's so start in Maine, New Hampshire, Vermont, Massachusetts, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania. So and here's Mike Wardian. He's in Pennsylvania.
Yeah,
with Bart Yasso, which that guy is a legend. He has like pretty famous. I think he's written some books and.
He's also the creator. Like he's more of a half marathon guy, right? Like he created the Yasso 800s.
That's right.
Yeah, and like so.
Okay, I just wanted to give a quick update on them. And one thing that we'll probably just go ahead and get into next week is I think we can skip Run Spirited's article about 6 things to follow at UTMB. Although it's really good, we're way out of time. We'll just see how UTMB plays out. But one thing I want to follow up on next week is the discussion that we had about the elite races, or like the races where a lot of elites go. What's the longest standing?
Oh yeah.
So Johnny posted from our Ultra Running News Network Facebook page onto Davey Crockett's Ultra Running History Facebook page, and it got approved like a couple days ago by the admin, Davey Crockett, I'm assuming, and it got a lot of comments going back and forth. They brought up a lot of interesting points, and I think we know who has the longest standing major race record, but we'll get into that more next week. Excited to kind of talk about that. So
cool.
All right. Well, everybody enjoy UTMB. Good luck getting any work done on Friday. And
if you hear this before UTMB, hit us up. Let us know. Comment on this post who your podium is for the men and women. Let us know how you feel like you didn't do against our picks.
Yeah, definitely. We'd love to hear it, and we'll even give you a shout out in the next episode.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, everybody have a good Labor Day weekend. Have a good long run. Yeah. College football's back.
Go Bucks.
That's right. OH.
Let's go.
All
right. We'll see you guys later. Thanks.
Take care. Bye. Outro. I should probably play the music too.
Hit the music. There it is. Go, baby.
See ya.